And it looks like we are live, so I'm going to say hello, everyone, and welcome to a terrible stream for terrible people. How are we all doing this fine Monday? I forgot to do a thing in the middle of doing another thing. Yeah, we got new screens. With the tax end of year coming up, I was like, probably a good time to do a couple of upgrades, and yeah, we ended up with some reasonably cheap 4K OLEDs, and they're very nice. Mrs. Sick needed one for her streams because she couldn't see anything while she was playing dark games, and I needed 4K because it gives me lots and lots more editing thing. The thing I didn't consider is that OLEDs require a lot of work. Well, they require extra steps, care and thought. And I was like, but they're really, really, really pretty. So, so I've ended up kind of distracted whilst trying to do stuff. And so, yeah. But, it's a first world problem of epic proportions. So, yeah. How are we doing? What have we been up to? I am screwing up trying to finish off the work I was doing as the stream time came up. I thought I had 10 minutes left. Apparently not. That 10 minutes flew by.
I have no idea what was up with it. So basically OBS was not happy.
Okay, Mrs. Six stream was absolutely chugging when she got to a particular area in Resident Evil Requiem. And she came to me. I tried to fix it. It didn't work. And then it came back again. We reckon it was probably just driver updates. So,
I'm hoping that's got nothing to do with the screen.
It can't possibly be the screen. I've said this before. Like, that's just not how things work.
But because it's the only new component, maybe it did something and OBS doesn't like it.
But the other thing is, the area she got to was new. Like, big, open, possibly not optimized. So it might have been just horrific timing to make it look like it was the screen's fault. But it was probably partially the screen fault. High refresh rate. Right, I've done snipping my thing. That sounded way more sketch.
Please don't snip it.
When I'm editing videos, when I edit the audio, I do that. And then I go through the whole thing and I just make a lot of cuts. So each individual segment is like cut off on its own. But it's literally just me sat there going click S, click S, click S, click S. Do you wonder why I got a possible repetitive strain injury? Clicking things and pressing S is like 50% of my job. It's ridiculous. Right. That's that video. I will not announce the name out loud. I will just
save it, yeah.
Oh,
there's a few more people coming in. Hello.
There we go. Right, I can shut that down. To my big, terrible dark void that is my new desktop wallpaper, because I'm now too scared to leave anything on the background of my computer in case it screws everything up. So that's fun. Right, go away. Yeah, so the green person looks great. This new art looks stunning. It's not that art. It's not that new. We've had it for
been a while
now. Mrs. Sig will get the urge to start making new art at some point.
Probably.
It will just turn up. Or it doesn't. She'll make it, and then I'll not have time to do it one week. And then we'll both forget. And then eventually I'll run across it and be like, oh, I forgot she did that. I say, Mrs. Sick looks very radiant on my new PC screen. You, on the other hand, are clashing with my carpet. Has everybody got a new...
Everybody getting new monitors.
Is it just monitor day? Is that what this is? Everybody gets a monitor. But yeah, I don't know. I hope they work out. I hope they're not as much trouble as their sort of overly aggressive, oh, you need to turn it off for an hour shit makes it seem, but So, I can't believe I get ads before streams now. I can't believe anybody gets any ads on my streams at the very least. I don't see the point. Why is Sir Six sword droopy? You need Viagra. What do you mean droopy? I'm just holding it towards the floor. It's a funny angle. It's cold in here. I got new monitors when I got my computer back in August. So, annual monitor day. I can't imagine when the only people who decided to upgrade. Like, in terms of anybody who knows anything about hardware knows that currently computing hardware is a freaking nightmare, because anything that has RAM in it or hard drives in it is just going up and up and up and up in price. So the one meaningful upgrade that we could do was monitors, because while monitors do use memory, it's not to the same extent where the amount of it they use is going to cost you huge amounts of money. So I think it keeps the cost of those down a bit. They probably pre-buy everything as well, I imagine. It's a perfectly average sword, I swear. The other boys don't make fun of me for it.
I do find it weird that like the whole AI data centers thing is like such a huge big deal amongst people who are investing.
Well,
because
I mean,
because I personally don't see the like long-term benefit of it.
Like, it can do interesting things, whether or not they're good at the.
That's the point. It's not good enough. It makes mistakes so much all the time.
I can see why people who just don't want to think about things can find, like, there's definitely value in it. Like, the things that it can do that are actually cool are like, they had an AI program that basically just looked at a bunch of, it was either MRIs or X-rays or something, and they just had it look at it, and it had a ridiculously high success rate of finding out if a person had a particular disease. And that's crazy, because it was looking for things that a human doctor just isn't going to be able to see, like variations of the slight thing. AI crap movie. Oh, I mean, yeah. I don't think that there's going to be a good AI slop movie anytime soon, if ever. I was planning on getting an SSD when I bought my comp, but I ran out of money. And September was the beginning of the Rampocalypse, so still wait.
God.
Oh, and that must have gotten worse and worse and worse. My showing off about my RAM. The other day I was messing about and I realized that for some reason I went, I'm just going to check something in CPU-Z. And it turned out that my massive amounts of RAM is running at 2400 megahertz, which is incredibly fucking slow compared to what it can do, which is 6000. And if I try to change it in the BIOS, the computer won't boot. So I'm running my 96 gig of RAM that's so fancy, and I was so impressed with myself for buying it early, at a speed that makes it, it's not useless, but it's not anywhere near as useful as it could be. Now, there could be fixes for this, and I need time to sit down and actually do it. But yeah, I was not super impressed. I'll say that at the very least.
A question: does anyone hear Roxanne in the intro music? No, it's Sausage.
Roxanne, you don't have to put in a statistic video.
AI is an amazing technology. Speaking as a CS student.
But even
the software companies sometimes
misuse it.
Sometimes
it's doing a lot of heavy lifting there, pal. Many of them do completely. Many companies just misuse it.
There's definitely things that AI would be amazing, like diagnostic tool, like we just mentioned. Like that would be an amazing use of it.
It's like a massive pattern seeking tool, so it's very good at finding patterns. But that's why it can be so stupid when you like the LLMs are also just pattern seeking. They're just guessing it. The best way that has ever been put is like it's just a very, very advanced auto complete, and sometimes not that advanced. Oh, speaking of advanced, this is such a good segue. I'm not gonna lie. my stream, I just turned off the fancy take out the low. I can't think what it's called now.
Don't look at me. It's Tech Talk. I don't know.
This isn't specifically Tech Talk. This is your job now. This is streaming. You should know this stuff.
What do you want me to know about streaming?
The noise gate. There we go.
Right. Okay. I know about noise gate.
The noise gate. I just turned it off, and now my streams don't cut out for no reason when I talk slightly too quietly.
He's on about Pixel Chalice, not this one.
Yeah, not this stream. These streams are fine because I'm constantly watching them while I'm doing. Those I'm playing a video game and constantly doing while I'm watching or whatever it is. We still barely know how to tell the difference between mental illnesses as human. Never going to give it to a pat. Oh, mental illnesses. Yeah, no.
It's way too complex because it's
more than likely that's
it's
incredibly
incredibly nuanced.
Well, the other thing is like with anything, it's the biggest problem is how much it's been thrown at problems without testing first. People have been an interesting sort of dichotomy that's arisen is the difference between a scientist and an engineer. And that engineers, or at least certain kinds of engineers, not all engineers, many engineers are absolutely scientists as well and understand the value of testing. But some seem not to give a fuck. You can guess which part of the industry they work in. And so they'll just throw something out. As soon as it's even vaguely viable, as soon as it looks like it can do something cool, it gets thrown out. And you've seen this over and over and over again recently. Something gets thrown out, it immediately gets broken because it wasn't fucking tested enough. And then the company pretends that they didn't do that. And it's kind of ridiculous. And there's a growing sort of hostility between people who are like, we should test things thoroughly for many years before throwing them out, and the kind of engineers who just like, yeah, fuck it. What is it? Move fast and break things.
There's also,
there
is a problem with like trying to get things to market
yeah,
as quickly as possible.
Well, I think a big part of that is the fact that they're all losing money at fucking ridiculous rates.
Yeah. And they're just like, we need something. Yeah.
I have 35 bikes now.
Whew.
Can I ask you both to sign them and sell them on your merch store? Cut out the middleman and just sell your signature. I'm not selling my signature. I mean, someone might take it and then put it on a check, and then they'll get all my whiskey. Because, all of my money is held in whiskey.
It's the best investment.
AI is making 3D printing easier. Many people see 3D printing as slop, but I do use them at work for dimensional prototypes. As with anything, the ubiquity of it is going to lead to dipshits getting a hold of it and not giving a fuck. I mean, I'm presuming what you mean by slop is the fact that if you go to Etsy right now and type in 3D printed, you'll get about 8 zillion copies of the same 3 objects.
Yeah, the little dragons that you connect together.
Yeah.
I have seen them on marketplaces
in
much.
real life marketplaces now. People just 3D print a bunch of shit. And the problem is we have young kids. They like them. My thinking is that we should just get a 3D printer so that the kids can make their own stuff.
They would probably like that.
They'd like that a lot. And I'd like that. And I
they would
see
like
a massive
they like
for it.
technology, so learning a new technology would be good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, now you're winning me over to 3D printing by bringing the kids into it.
Bringing the kids into it, and also bringing fuck people who just sell, because they're just selling other people's art.
Yeah, they're just other people's designs.
So
yeah.
A person made a cool 3D dragon, like really cool, and then they put it online for free and thought, this will be fun. This will make people happy. And then a bunch of wankers all 3D printed them by the fucking arseload and just sell them to people. And because with an object like that, I think even if you have like, this is not for sales purposes license on it, they don't care. Like,
no.
You just sell it to anyone. I know that a lot of that is coming up with stores like Etsy. If you find your thing, you can go, right, I made that. I didn't tell you could sell it. And then it gets taken down. But then, I mean, talking of AI, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are using those to spin up new storefronts like ridiculously quickly. As soon as one goes down, another one just goes up immediately. The problem with all psychological analysis is that there is no working definition of sanity.
Yep.
Everyone knows what crazy is, but if you ain't babbling while gesturing to heaven, you are sane. Sane should definitely be in quotes there.
It's the thing, though, like, you can have traits of a condition, but it doesn't mean that you have the condition.
Well, I mean, a classic thing. You basically, all you can do is have, like, levels and standards.
Yeah.
It's like people constantly ask me, oh, well, how do you differentiate between a crazy person and someone who, you know, just is stupid and believes something stupid? And my personal standard, and it's all I can run off of, and it's, you know, it's all you can have, is that if I think the person who I'm talking to could stand trial and would likely be convicted without ever being told that they're at least mostly bonkers, or wouldn't need to have someone other than a lawyer, obviously, but like wouldn't have to have like a carer there, then they're pretty fair game. You like your CC, he says some really stupid shit,
Don't
but
talk
you can
about
see
him.
him defending himself. Don't talk about CC.
No, you're noisy.
Otherwise he appears.
Yeah.
It's like Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
CC Westchester
He's
County,
gonna-
CC Westchester County, CC Westchester County.
He's
He
gonna-
comes out of the fucking mirror.
He's going to appear in the mirror when I go brush
Actually,
my
no,
teeth.
he's going to appear in the reversing mirror of your car.
You just see him rise up the hair first.
No, you just see him and you go, CC Westchester County. And then everything goes black and you're dead.
Sounds like Mrs. Sick is trying to convince herself.
Convince herself of what?
Of what?
How sane she is? Not very.
Sure.
That's what I was going to say. Everybody, like when it comes to whether or not people have mental illnesses, like, I'm not going to say everybody's a little bit mentally ill. That's fucking ridiculous. But like, I have an anxiety condition. Other people have other shit going on. It doesn't mean that they can't be fucking criticized. Everybody, as a rule, if they're willing and able and can argue back with you with relative.
It's diagnostic criteria usually comes down to if this affects your day-to-day life to the point where it's a detriment, then it's probably a disorder of some kind.
Definition of sanity gets more blurry the more I learn about human behavior and observing the people around me. And when you take your glasses off. If they're wearing underpants on their head and have pencils up their nose, they're probably not all there. But are they being a walrus? You hadn't thought
I'm
of that,
going to say,
had you?
like, are they children? Because my kids did that. I still do that.
Car is outside your house. CC needs to borrow your new gadgets. He's going to borrow our monitors, because I don't think that's how... No. I feel like everyone's wackadoo, even more so those who don't... Well, especially people who don't realise it. I saw a comment today, I think, and someone was mentioning something about...
oh, God, I'm dying.
The people who think they're never wrong are universally the most wrong.
It's too warm. I'm going to have to get less clothes on.
Mrs. Sick is going to get naked for you. You're not going to see it, but you're going to know. And that's why I actually won't be nude when I stream. Even though you won't see me. I don't know why. She doesn't understand it. She's like, well, what difference does it make? They can't tell. And it's like, but I know. That's the problem.
I'm wearing your boxers.
She didn't get that naked. She's actually basically fully dressed. She's wearing my boxers. They're basically trousers. They're certainly short.
Strip shot on the radio.
Yeah. And now I will take off my top. Ooh, aren't you aroused by my great big belly? You're edging on that JVP clean your room BS that infers anyone that doesn't have their shit together can't criticize larger society. I despise that line of thinking. I mean, I don't understand. Are you saying that I'm saying that someone who doesn't have their shit together can't criticize society? Or that we're talking about the idea that someone that hasn't got their shit together can't criticize larger society, because I definitely would subscribe to the, of course you can criticize shit even if you're yourself not fully with it, because otherwise I wouldn't do what I do. I'm almost never wrong, but when I find out, I change my mind. Well, that is the trick, but that is the difference. Well, my 2 cents on the subject is basically the people who can't even fathom that they might be wrong are universally so fucking wrong that it's kind of hard to comprehend how wrong. Like they wouldn't even have the sort of facilities to start to understand how wrong they are. Like, you are just very, very stupid person. Most people don't think they're right all of the time, but I have interacted with, usually on fucking Twitter, they are some interesting people. I've been having an argument there with this guy who basically can't wrap their heads around the idea that I don't like to debate, not because I'm fucking scared of it or some ridiculous nonsense, but just because I don't want to. Like, I wouldn't find that fun.
Also,
am I not allowed to not find that fun?
Like, we've talked about the whole, like, debate thing before. Like, debating is a skill.
Oh, yeah. The basic, very obvious concept that if you are good at debating but a moron, you're still going to win debates. In fact, it might even be beneficial. If you don't know anything, then your arguments, you just pull anything out of your ass. It doesn't matter if it's fucking true. You just say whatever, and then just gish gallop and use all the logical fallacies, and as long as you're fast enough. So a major criticism of the guy who responded to me, and then I made a response video to the response, very meta. But people like, did you speed him up? And I'm like, no. And honestly, I didn't even notice that he was talking fast until everybody pointed it out. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Why is he doing that? I mean, it's an hour-long video. Surely an extra 20 minutes would have been fine, and you could have just talked slowly. But it's intentional. You say things very, very quickly. If you say it quickly with confidence, then you sound more correct, because you're just saying things, and, the trees are made of ladders, and everything is
God.
Mystic doesn't like that. But, yeah. I was born wrong, sideways. Wrong and sideways.
Oof. Oh, your
double threat guy.
You poor mother.
You don't know. They might be very, very wide, but short. So that might have been good.
Is that the preferred way?
Yeah. I'm married, so I'm always in the wrong. Wow. I wasn't saying you said it, just that some of the random tangents made me think of people that think... Right, fair enough. I wanted to be sure. I used to debate back in school, and it's almost disheartening how bad everyone is online on both sides, but particularly reason because they assume truth will carry, it won't. Yeah, like I am pretty sure that I wouldn't be that good at debate. I might be, depending on who I'm talking to and how structured it is. I could probably do okay. I have thought about what I would do if I agreed to one. Like I completely lost my mind one day, and I'm like, "Way, let's do a debate." What would I actually do? And I'd have to know all the talking points. And this is what you do anyway. I know this isn't like fucking genius. I know this is what you do, but it's like something that I don't particularly want to do. It's a big part of why I wouldn't find it fun. I'd have to sit down and just have all my talking points laid out to start with, and then check for every counterpoint that could come up, including ones that don't make sense.
That's what philosophers do.
I do that for making videos. I don't
but
want
they
to do
it,
that even
yeah,
more.
But they do it with purpose, knowing they're going to a debate.
Yeah, I get that.
But
I would want to do that to then spend 3 hours.
We've talked about this before, though, but you don't want to do a philosophical debate, like an analytical philosophical debate. That's not your thing. No. You like a conversation with somebody to try and figure out what they're thinking.
Well, I wouldn't really do philosophical debates. I'd do science debates.
Yeah.
Because I feel that's a lot more grounded. and less about one's opinions.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to do that and then not make a video out of it. I'd want, yeah, like that's what I do to make videos. I don't want to then do that, make no video, go talk to some asshole for 3 hours who's then just going to clip everything, pretend that they won, whether or not they did. And what is the fucking point? Like, that sounds just awful. That sounds no fun. And yeah, and apparently having that opinion is cowardice, which is obviously ridiculous.
Well, like we said before, like being good at debates means you're good at debates. It doesn't mean you're good at being right.
But yeah, like the points I pointed out to this person, you know, that's how I feel about it, wasn't valid. And then their major thing, this was a Jay Dyer fan, so, you know, sitting in Whole Theists. This person basically was making the point that I should go to Jay in his little space, because he has this, I think it's a Discord server or something, and that's where he does the lion's share of his debates. I was like, why am I visiting this person's pseudo palace filled with his little fucking servants, all agreeing with him and clapping and masturbating? Like, why would I do that? Like, I even said, well, I have no interest in going there. I wouldn't go there to do that. I said, well, you have to, because that's where he does it. He doesn't debate outside of it. He sometimes does if he thinks it's going to be beneficial to him, as in get him a bunch of views. But like most debates that he has aren't going to do that, so he just does it in his server. And it's like, why would I do that? That sounds horrendous. Like, that sounds anti-fun. And if I'm going to do something, it's going to be fun. The whole, like when I make videos, like my whole criteria for making a video is this going to be fun to make? And if I think no, then I don't make the video.
That's a good way of putting it. Debates are a spectacle. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It's about who can make the most convincing argument. Not if they're right.
Convincing sounding.
It doesn't matter if they're correct at all. Yeah. It's all about who's good at arguing. Yeah.
They could, like...
It doesn't have to be logical.
I understand that they aren't good for discerning ultimate truth.
God, I'm so
They
warm.
can be good for changing minds, at least in the audience. Usually it doesn't change the mind of the person you're talking to. It can, but it doesn't, it doesn't establish facts.
Do you have the window open?
Yes.
Oh, God. I'm dying.
Oh, I thought you were going to complain that I had the window open.
No, I'm boiling. I'm like burning.
The online debates absolutely are a spectacle. It's sad, really, just idiots shouting down incompetence. Essentially, I mean, just incompetence shouting down incompetence. Like, yeah, oh,
Shut up.
I'm saying nothing. And now to throw an empty whiskey bottle at you just to scare the shite out of you. Where's the bloody match? Some of us are unsmart enough to want to send you money for some dumb crap. One day.
Eventually.
One day I will do it. We had a really good reason for doing it, because we were looking at certain like grown up, I wouldn't say investment platforms or anything that fancy, but it was like a thing that you put some money into it, and then like in 25 years time you might get that money back. And it sounded like a really bad idea. Like, I just didn't have enough money to like throw at something like that to not be able to see it again. I don't know. I think if you had a 3D printer, you could have merch. Yeah, but I could have merch in my own house. That's one of the things. It's what my mum said to me. Said, oh, you know, you could make a lot more money if you did the merch yourself. And I said, I already work like 60 hours a week. I'm not fucking opening a shop. That's so insane to me that was a thought that came out of a person's mouth. And many people have said it, and I'm sorry. That is not a good idea. I already work too hard. I need more time off.
Oh, God, Cirsic bathwater. Oh, God, even I don't want that.
I mean, you might. It would just be whiskey.
It's just little bottles of whiskey.
It'll be a whiskey. It
What?
might have pubes in it though.
Oh, god damn it.
Bro said God was a tadpole and to debate him. You should pay more attention. Who said bro was... Wait. What? Oh, well. I bet you have nephews. She was thinking of them. I do not have nephews. No, I don't. Well, not in any true sense regardless.
You have dog nephews.
But in terms of, like, the fact me and Mrs. Sick aren't married, I know, scandalous. That we don't even have nephews on that regard. We kind of maybe one or two nieces. I can't remember.
My sister doesn't want children.
There is that.
And your
I'm thinking like extended family.
like your brother doesn't want children.
No.
So we
That'd
don't.
be perfect.
Yeah.
No wait.
So we don't have nephews.
I'm assuming that's pubes in the whiskey. I would buy Sick brand whiskey. No, you wouldn't, because I'd have drank it all. Chat isn't moving that fast. I mean, to be fair, have you got it in live chat mode, or have you just got it in? Have you got it in top chat? Because that can change things by a tiny amount. That is to say, I just missed some of the chats. But you wouldn't part with the whiskey, exactly. I mean, I have considered it. I wouldn't mind like a whiskey.
Oh my god, C-Dub. Can you not talk about spicy pubes? Oh my god, no.
Spicy pubes. What other flavour is there of pubes?
Pubes add spice.
C-Dubs grows hair in your chest. Oh my god. So your breathing just starts getting very laboured.
Oh my god. Ugh.
Why does it taste of seafood in here?
Seafood?
Yeah, sort of seafood breath.
Why would that be a seafood thing?
Because genitals are smelly.
Mine don't smell like that.
I know most people don't, but it's like it's a trope.
Whose genital smells like seafood? That's a problem. That's like a thrush infection.
Probably. If you've got pubes in your lungs, I don't think thrush is too much of a fucking ask.
Okay.
This reminds me of an Outer Limits with Stacy Keach. I think it was Outer Limits anyhow. Okay. I don't know what you mean. Was it someone who had pubes growing in their lungs? Because I wouldn't watch that one. That sounds really, really gross. Only 80 people watching live is suspiciously atrocious. How many streams have been like this recently? Most of them?
Most of them, yeah. We don't do it for the numbers, though. We do it for funsies.
These streams are basically a chance to hang out with you lot. And I know you don't deserve it, but I'm just that kind of benevolent dictator. Sick-tator, if you will.
Fuck's sake.
Really?
That's so dumb.
I have such... This is why I had the confidence to start a YouTube channel where I make jokes. My kids laugh at all my shit jokes. Mrs. Sick laughs at most of my shit jokes. I was given a very false idea of how funny I was, and I just went with it. These streams are therapy. I mean, if you need therapy, I hope you get real therapy, because this is not good therapy.
No.
This is the therapy we have at home.
Discount. Many discounted.
Discount home therapy.
Back alley.
Yeah. And the kind of therapy you get where you want to change your lungs for gills, and they take your lungs. Gills come next week. What the fuck, Andrew? I'm not even saying that.
Oh my god.
That is a hell of a sentence. Well, two sentences technically, but yeah.
I think you have a problem if it's something like that smells.
These streams are a distraction from current events. Yes. I do like that. I try to avoid anything too real, because realness is just very, very, very like I'm not going to say too much, but like an acquaintance of mine, friend of Mrs. Sick, like he had a fucking had a shit time recently, and yeah, it really put things into perspective, like how I've had some moments of feeling really shit, and like definitely could have it worse, and put things into helping them out. But and when I look at the wider world and how fucking shit things could be, I look at my life and I go, I could be doing worse. I was doing worse like 5-10 years ago, probably sort of 6 or 7 years ago at this point. Do they have daylight savings time in the UK? I'm pretty sure we invented it because we're
It
assholes.
sounds like a British thing to invent, yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
genuinely don't know. I am just saying
It's a
that
pain
to
in the
be an
ass. Of
arsehole.
course the British made it, yeah.
My hot wings are very, very real. Is that like bingo wings, but like you accidentally spilled hot sauce on yourself? I hated that in school too. I hated everything in school because I was in school. And school is lame. This is terrible therapy for terrible people. If it makes to a less terrible person, the Sics have failed completely. Presumably you, a less terrible person. Yeah. I had to wear a high vis when I went to school. Is that because you kept walking into traffic, or?
A lot of schools do that.
That's true. You see them like when kids are being marched about,
A gaggle of children.
and there'll be a teacher at the front and a teacher at the end, and then they'll walk past like an alleyway,
They usually got like a piece of rope that they all have to hold on to.
and then just very long arms come out and snatch one of the children away. It's very disturbing, but what are you gonna do? You have to feed the tunnel monsters. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Daylight savings was invented for some bug collecting. It's some shit. That seems likely. I'm not sure I'd want to take patriotic pride in having created daylight stupid time. Did you think even if that's true, which I made that up, I have no fucking idea if it was invented in the UK, but I wasn't taking pride. I was taking accountability. Because I think it's really stupid too. It's very annoying, mostly for my channel, because then it changes once and then it changes again a bunch of times for other people because they have various different ones and they get very confused and very upset with me.
Oh my god!
Saying I changed my video times. I did not.
Apparently, it was a British guy, a British builder, decided to.
That motherfucker.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, we got you with entomologist, yeah.
Oh, it was actually about bugs.
George Hudson proposed the idea. Yeah, bug guy, typical.
Bloody typical. I feel like Cañada might be a guilty party anyhow, but Fleming was a Scot, so there's blame enough for all. Everybody gets a blame. Daylight savings was created by rich people to make rich people richer. I mean, many things are.
I can see that being true,
yeah. But yeah, once the kids don't go to school anymore, daylight savings is going to have almost no effect on me. Because they don't have to get up extra fucking early. God, I hate getting up in the morning. It is like my least favourite thing about existence is getting up in the morning. Something, capitalism making life worse for 99% of people. Something. The milk we had at school was always frozen solid in the winter. That is delightful.
Ours was this too. Yeah.
Did you not get like a popsicle stick stuck in it so you could have at least a big ice?
We had these teeny tiny little
pop.
milk bottles, and if they got left out and all the milk pushed all the caps off, because obviously when it freezes,
they pop off.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
And then somebody was like, "Oh crap, we left the milk outside," so they had to bring it in and defrost it.
Well, the worst thing is like the milk part of the milk defrosted faster.
Yeah.
So you'd end up with really, really thick milk.
Yep.
And then a load of water. Yeah, my parents used to freeze milk. And I used to fucking... Because it would always get run out. And it felt like Muggins was always the one who came to it. And there was one that I had to pull out and then wait. 6 milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Yeah.
And where they're like, what the fuck's a yad? I know you meant yard. I don't care. It's now called a yad. Fun fact, the average number of heart attacks goes up on daylight savings day in spring.
Yeah.
Is that from people?
People go, duh, shit. Yeah.
That's from people forgetting to change their alarm, waking up,
It's not
and
as,
realizing they're
it's not as
for
big a
work.
problem now because everybody's got phones.
Mostly, but I do think that there's probably still an impact from people who are like wanting to sleep in and having to get up extra. UHT milk, gross. Are you talking about like what do they call it? It's not the one that they put the heat on.
Why do you look at me? Right, you say the most random crap.
The cotton milk that we got for a while because it was cheaper than milk.
What, cardboard milk?
Cardboard milk, but not
Yeah.
cardboard milk. Cardboard outside fridge milk that you then put in the fridge when you want to use it.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Cardboard milk.
No, it's not called cardboard.
That's what I call it.
She's trying to make me
It's
mad.
in a cardboard box. It's
Sterilized. There we go. Thank you.
It's cardboard milk.
Oh, UHT means ultra heat treated. I did not realize that. I thought it was milk.
Yeah.
It's Yorkshire. Milk.
Tomboy milk.
Just got bagged milk like Canadian. Wait,
Oh yeah, the bag milk.
wait,
That's an Aussie thing too.
wait. That's not real, is it?
Yeah.
I know what. Isn't it a spoon? When you take the bag out of box wine and you just drink from that, it's a schoon or something like that.
There's a thing where they attach it to a washing line, the one that spins round,
Yeah.
and then like you've got to like try and get the wine in your mouth.
Oh, that's schooner fortune, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah. No, fuck it. Isn't an Aussie thing. No, the fuck. Oh, was that said? No, the fuck, that isn't an Aussie thing. You can't. Canadians have bag. Apparently, it's not an Aussie thing. You have been told. But schoon is right? I haven't fucked that up.
Maybe
snags.
maybe it's that I'm thinking of.
It's probably that you're thinking of. And then there's snags, which is a sausage in a
Unbuttered bread, yeah, which
Yeah,
is weird
and-
to me.
It's basically a hot dog, but like the laziest fucking hot dog in the universe.
That's a poor man's hot dog. That's what
A Bronco broken. Oh shit, you made him mad. If he starts calling you champion, we've got to run.
bag of
Pigeons.
milk to go with your bag cereal, yeah.
How is life dealing with the damn religs? I personally can't stand them. Do you mean the religious?
Oh,
They're
God.
fine.
I need to pee.
It's just online religious people are generally quite insufferable, but they can't help themselves. They're online. Online atheists are insufferable, but I find most of them funny. They're usually funnier. So milk has never existed in any bag form. Good to know. Because Australia isn't real, but it's Canada's real. We call our enemies mate and our friends cunt. This is true. I mean, that's a bit of an English thing as well. All right, calm down, mate. Like, I just called you like the worst fucking slur. All right, mate. I despise religion in general, but each to his own. I respect you. You should respect me. I am the best. In fact, you should copy me and have all of my opinions. Like, at the end of the day, religion has definitely got big problems. That we both agree that that's the case. But the religious are people. And if you treat people like badly, like shit, like they're actually scum, they're probably going to give you reasons to dislike them even more. But yeah, my opinions are far more extreme than yours. Probably. But yeah, if you treat people as people and then let them disappoint you afterwards, then you'll probably find more cool people than you expect.
Try not to presume.
Yeah. Something we've had to teach one of our kids at least. It's a little bit of a bad habit of assuming the worst of people. It's like, no, it's good. Never got a confirmation on the Scoon thing. I'm quite disappointed by that.
Do you want me to Google
Scoon?
Google School.
If you want. Google Scoon sounds like a different game that you would play with a bag of wine.
No, it changed it to Scone in New South Wales.
I saw a fucking. I think it was you sent it to me, and it was all different things that British people do and say, and one of them is if you really, really want to piss an English person off, tell them to say this word, scone or scone. I'm not. There's probably another fucking way to say it, but I'm not going that much.
Sean, probably something.
A Shone. Yeah, get them to say this and then tell them that they're wrong. Or tell them that that's the posh one.
Thing is, it might be a localization, so it's probably not going to work. Oh, it's a goon, not a scoon.
Oh, goon.
It's a goon bag.
Where am I getting scoon from?
Probably because it sounds like goon.
Right, goon bag.
Goon
Thank
of fortune. There you go.
Yeah, that sounds so much more Australian.
Yeah.
To be fair, as some of you know, me and Mrs. Sic have been practicing grown-upping by trying different wines, usually with food. We did cheese, fruit, and white wine the other day. It was very pleasant. It was quite a good snack. So if there's a decent box wine, which I'm not sure if those things go together, but if there is, like, I figured out that I used to think I can do white wine because it's cold and you can drink it fairly quickly and blah de blah, but I didn't like red wine. After this experiment, holy fuck, do I like red wine a lot more than I like white wine. Like, by degrees. It is just a much, much more pleasant drinking experience. It's fucking grown-up Ribena. I don't know what to tell you. And these, it's not like I'm getting fucking.
Oh, I like blue cheese. Oh, it's so good. I got the kids to try it, and their faces were not happy. I think it's because it's too strong for them.
Don't make fun of people. Make fun of ideas. You can do both. If a person is saying, you make fun of them for presenting stupid ideas. Because if it's very obvious why they're stupid, then, yeah. Don't make fun of them for things they have no control over. That's one of my big ones. I always find a little bit of me dies inside and the back of my neck's like, I get quite irritated when someone says, oh, why didn't you make fun of them for X thing they can't control? And I'm like, fuck off, wanker. You are a bad person. In the worst way. Like, if that's what's important to you, you're pathetic and I don't like you. That's the only way I could put it. Like, if their ideas were better, would you still make fun of you? You might, because you're an asshole. Fuck you. And some might say, because they're being dicks, well, that person who makes fun of people for things they can't control, they can't control. They're making fun of things for people. I don't fucking care. There is a line. Skip the white wine, drink Malort? Or do you mean Merlot? I have no idea. Or drink Malort. Beer better than wine. Wine is distinctly better than beer. I am not a beer fan.
And I can't have beer.
Ad hominem fallacy. No, I'm just insulting you. Yeah, sometimes. Or it's not. So there is an ad hominem fallacy, and then there is ad hominem. Whereas you can. So the fallacy is you are wrong because you're stupid.
Malort is tasty liquor. Hang on.
Whereas ad hominem is you are stupid because you're wrong. Two different things, both ad hominem, one of them not fallacious.
Jepson's Malort?
We prefer
Wormwood flavoured.
somewhere in the range. I don't want to spend more than a tenner on a bottle of wine because that's really fucking expensive. And our favourite wine is often on sale for about £9.
I don't know.
I
don't know if you'd like this. You know the medicine-y taste you can get?
Oh, you mean TCP?
A bit like, like root beer?
Oh, no, I don't find that.
It has like a methanol type of minty medicine taste.
I don't dislike the taste of root beer.
I love the taste. That's so nice.
Yeah.
Like it might. I think that's.
If you meant TCP, then no, bad.
Not TCP.
Awful. That's why I can't drink PT whiskey. But if you mean, if you mean the other one,
I think that's what wormwood is.
I mean, the wood of the worm.
I think absinthe without the charm.
That is a hell of a fucking thing. Forget the wine. You can fit more whiskey in your whiskey hole. That is true. And to be honest, and this is something I haven't mentioned to Mrs. Sick yet, because we are mostly experimenting, but experimenting with wine is an expensive hobby.
Oh yeah.
And the comparative how many drinks I can get out of the whiskey that I buy versus how many drinks I can get out of the wine we buy is not even fucking close.
Yeah, that's why it's not for all the time. It's for occasionally.
Yeah, but recently, occasionally has been a lot. Not that I have a problem with that. It's been fun. But we do need to figure out which wines we like.
Well,
and
I know which...
We're trying to mostly... I want to find a cheap one that I can just drink a lot of.
You just try the one that my mum likes.
I can't imagine it's anything less.
It's 8%.
I imagine you drink it. Well, it's weak, which is bad. But I'm betting that it's very, very sweet. Make your own wine. If I made my own wine, I could only imagine it would be fucking disgusting because I would forget.
Just leave
and
it.
That might be part of it.
Just leave it in a bucket in the cupboard in the kitchen.
But yeah, that's just a lot of extra work. How is it that your worldview is rather similar to mine, but unlike you, you actually seem to enjoy life while I suffer from bouts of depression? Is it just that you drink alcohol and I do not? My positive outlook on life is largely based on my understanding that most people aren't out to get you. People are even people with really fucking horrendous beliefs are pretty good company most of the time. And also, like, I do a job that I really like. I found a way to make money doing something I really enjoy doing. And I have, a partner, kid. Like, I don't know what your life is like. What good things do you have in your life?
Like, as somebody who gets regular depression, mainly seasonal depression, but I have normal depression as well. But it's a case of it's baby steps every day, and you just have to keep yourself reminding yourself. Just because you're feeling something, it doesn't mean that it's true. You can find. Just because your brain is telling you, oh, you feel upset because this thing is upsetting you, that's not. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's true.
Say, I don't have depression. That probably helps a lot.
And
I do have my moments.
And while you may feel completely isolated on your own little island, and you're looking out and you see everybody else having these amazing times on their own islands, it doesn't mean that you can't go and join them for a little bit and just allow yourself to be in a place that, while you might feel uncomfortable, knowing that it is actually better for you to do that. Isolating yourself is the absolute worst thing you can do, because all it does is leave you with your own head. You need other people.
If you have friends, go out and hang with them. Even sometimes when you feel you're not up for it, you'll probably find that if you actually just do it, you'll have a lot more fun.
One of the best things that I did was I stopped allowing my thoughts to stay in my head and actually talked to Sick about things.
Yeah, that's a big difference. from an anxiety perspective,
Friends in this economy.
something that I do suffer with a lot, trying to separate shit that happens that you can't control from yourself. I found that very, with how fucked up YouTube has been of late. Like, basically, probably like 90% of YouTubers have had basically a 30% drop across the board for everything. And it's just because YouTube has changed how it works. And that fucking sucks. And it's also, they've also made it harder to like get sort of any momentum going. I used to use momentum to grow the channel, and I haven't really been able to do that in a while.
Nothing wrong with these boxer shorts. They're baggy. They're really nice to wear.
Yeah, so I can't really control that. And while it still spikes my anxiety when a video underperforms, or I have a bad week, or I have consistent bad weeks, I have more and more been trying to go, right, the channel still works, the channel still gets views, it's still, essentially, it makes money, it needs to make money to continue to exist, because otherwise I'm going to have to go and get a normal person job. Right now, that isn't the case. Hopefully, it continues to not be the case in the future. Something that massively helped was when I asked for help. A bunch of people went on my Patreon, and I'm super fucking grateful for that. It really made a big difference. But, you know, it's still working. And even if it's not as doing as well as it was last year, it's better than any other job I've had. Like I said, I enjoy it. When I'm working, I enjoy. I like making videos. I wrote a video today, and I enjoyed it. I always do.
Could someone explain to me, because I don't know why every time it happens I hear someone say he's depressed and I could advise him to do exactly that. Stay with people, talk, etc. But I can't do that. I can't follow my own advice. That's because that's just because there's a separation when it's a different person.
Taking your own advice is almost the hardest.
It is the hardest thing to do. Yeah.
I'm talking about my thing here, and with the anxiety, and sometimes I latch on. I can't help myself. One of my worst traits is that if someone does a stupid argument at me, like on Twitter, very often, and I respond and I have a good response, and I think, yeah, that was good. That was clever. And then they respond and they're fucking just an utter moron. And I feel the urge to respond again. And I shouldn't. Because all it does is make me feel bad every time I do a very coherent, logical response. And then they're just stupid at me. But I can't fucking help myself. Your self-control. It's not the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah, with depression, it's a lot of it's a discipline, and you also have to give yourself a break. Just because you have all the steps laid out, and you think that you can do all you need to do is follow the steps. It's not that easy sometimes, and you have to forgive yourself for not being able to do things some days.
I have to point out, Sics brand boxes with extra pockets.
Oh my god! Whiskey. Can I have
extra pockets?
Anything with pockets is amazing.
I'm sorry, extra pockets?
Don't boys' ones have pockets? Wait, let me check.
They're pants.
No, they don't. Do they?
It has a cock slot.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, yeah.
But it doesn't have fucking pockets. What pants are you wearing? Or are you wearing just normal shorts as pants and you don't know the difference? Ugh. Anxiety diminishes as you learn how stupid other people are. That hasn't really helped. You think I've been doing this for as many years as I have, and I hadn't noticed how stupid people are. My anxiety is unrelated to other people for the most part. My anxiety is just when things are out of my control, and I think I can do something about it, or they are in my control and I can try to do something about it, but it doesn't work. That fucking drives me crazy. It is what it is. Oh, break me off a piece of Kit Kat bar. I would, but it's mine. And also it's a chunky, so you don't share those.
Oh my god, I can't have Kit Kats anymore.
No Kit Kat for you.
No.
You have to have...
I can have Snickers.
You could have Yorkie, which is kind of like...
I can have Yorkies, yeah.
Which is kind of like a Kit Kat without the inside.
Yeah.
At least a Kit Kat biggie. Ignoring idiots is very effective. It depends what exactly you're trying to do. But yeah. Does every bike get used? That is a fucking... All right, you're back to buying bikes. And mannequins as therapy. What the fuck?
Do you put the mannequins on the bike?
I was going to say.
Because that
was exactly my first thought.
Yeah.
Anyway, it has been an hour and I have shit to do. But I will thank you for coming. If you want to check out Mrs. Sics stream tomorrow, should be more performant. Hopefully. You'll have to let me know. And Pixel Chalice is now 50% more words. I don't know if they can get to your channel through that, but I will see.
Yeah, but you'd just be able to find it.
It is literally just Mrs. Sic on YouTube.
Yeah.
She's very easy to find, actually. Good job I ended that with to find. All right. Thank you all for coming. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.